Maxx Crosby, man. Before we start and show this, I think that the Lions are going to throw the kitchen sink at him.
Really?
I think the Lions need to get him back to his roots, where he was born, where he played college, and I would throw the Raiders a first and a second, or a first and a pick, or a first and a wideout maybe, because I'm saying the Raiders have no offense whatsoever. They have no wideout core. Have you seen who's on their offense on the Raiders?
Mm-mm.
Well, you got a bitch ass mayor who just quit. Apparently, that's crazy. No one's even talking about that story. We should bring.
We don't know what he's going through right now.
I don't give a fuck what he's going through.
T's and P's up for Michael Mayer. I'm gonna say he quit.
He's on contract.
T's and P's up for him.
He's on a contract,
and hopefully he can get it figured out. So
he shit on his team.
Yeah, hopefully we can know more though, and then because I don't want this to look bad on JB.
Ain't gonna look bad
in a couple months once we find out some really bad shit happened. I would hope so. As a man,
I don't care what happened.
But as a man, I would hope you would.
I don't care what happened, homie.
I can tell you.
Then say it. Come out and say what's happened.
He don't owe you that.
Because your team,
he owes
his team, though.
His team knows, though.
No, they don't.
In-house, they do.
No,
yes, they do.
No,
Homie, stop. Yes, they do.
He should be there.
In-house, they know.
He should be there.
He don't want the media to know. This is a brotherhood, homie. I don't need to tell the world. When shit went down with me, and Ball State, my teammates knew what was going on. If a family member passed away, if I was sick, my teammate, my brethren knew. I had to go call Central Michigan. Hey, Mac Conference, I'm out this week because of X, Y, and Z. My brothers know. That's all that matters. Continue. Michael Mayer's down. What else?
You want to sign my jersey after this show?
Yeah, I will. I know you're a fan of mine. I'll sign it for you for a fee.
Jersey swap.
Gene, you stop, Gene. You stop, Gene.
I like your energy. You're like low voice.
Danny, you soft as fuck. No, I ain't sick, homie.
Your voice is like low, homie.
I'm becoming a man, homie. I'm in that phase where I'm going from young man to like grown. Like I feel my strength. I feel my grip getting stronger.
What does that mean?
It's a phase that we go through. You probably don't remember. You're so old now, where you tap into your grown man strength era, and I'm tapping into that.
I've had that forever. You already know.
So my voice, nobody has it forever.
Like I'll throw you out the window with my left hand right now, and
I guarantee you can do that. You couldn't even move me right now. You can't even shift me. But I'm in that phase.
How did the whole roster not get JB in the lake on Netflix? Like, and you were sitting there.
I'm gonna be real. That's a bad sign of your team and your operation there.
I know one of them's in the first rounder.
Yeah, they're skilled, but they're weak.
It's crazy.
They're skilled, but they're not strong.
It's crazy because when I hit Smitty up, he was scared. I think he was like, "Damn, that's the motherfucker nobody could throw in the lake, and he want to be my coach."
Who was their weight room coach on that show?
Me.
Exactly. That's why they couldn't throw your ass in the damn water because you're not an expert. You need a strict coach, homie.
Hey, you know what's
shout out to Coach David Feely, who's I think now at Duke.
Hey, shout out though to JB as the strength coach. Me. You know why? Nobody ever got injured. Nobody set out games. Guess what? No soft tissue. Dr. Jesse Morse, what up?
You're lying.
I had no soft tissue.
You're lying. You had no injuries at all.
No, nobody missed games because of injury.
Did nobody get hurt?
No. Ask somebody.
That's impossible.
No, it ain't impossible. You know why? Because, first of all, I demanded you played, and there's a difference between hurt and injured. But anyway, we'll get out on that tangent.
You was a horrible strength coach, homie. I would have threw your light ass in the fucking ocean.
We were sure available. We were sure available to play.
Ooh, you see how quick that was? You see how quick that was?
Is your hand hurt?
Oh, my God.
Your hand hurt?
I didn't know I still even had that speed on me. I just, that's how quick I could just slap you, too. That quick.
I saw it coming so slow on the camera that I could have just did this.
Why you do it? Why'd you do it then, homie?
I didn't want to show everybody damn.
You still a quarterback at heart, homie.
It don't matter.
It goes kickers and then quarterback as far as the softest on the team. Kickers first, quarterback, boom.
I would have grabbed it with this hand and choked you like this, and I still would have been talking about the show.
Do you understand that for a living, I went against 330-pound players who used to double team me and tried to grab me, and I would snatch their wrist like this, and while they reaching me and go over the top, I would push, pull, rip. I gotta get my shout out to Coach Chad Wilt, the coach at Michigan State, the D-line coach there. My high school coach, Corey Clark. I need to get my coaches on the show because you think you got a co-host who's a pussy, I think. I don't think you understand. I'm a fucking dog. You take you take my smiles and my joke and my I think in your head, you don't understand. Like I was a true dog. Not was, am. We're talking about football right now, though. I was a true dog. Ask any of my coaches. I'll leave the room. And you can talk to coaches one-on-one while I'm not in the room. And they will tell you, this motherfucker right here is one of the toughest, strongest, fearless, baddest motherfuckers I've ever known. They will tell it to your face. I won't be in the room. When you're great, others tell you. You ain't got to say it, homie. Continue.
Like Travis Hunter. But let's dive into he's just good because he has to tell everybody else. Maxx Crosby, let's show this, Bailey. Maxx Crosby talking about he want to stay in Vegas.
Started a whole
movement,
pandemonium, a
It's
whole
a revolution.
movement, like a revolution. And it's like, I'm sitting here innocently just doing what I do.
Yep.
And I feel like, I got to address it with my teammates. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not trying to leave. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's a business. You know what I mean? I don't have 100% control, all that, but I want to be here. I want to be silver and black. I'll say it loud and clear. I want to be a Raider. I've said that over and over and over again. But yeah, it's business part of it too. I don't have 100% control of that, but I know at the end of the day, just seeing all the craziness, it's been insane. You know what I mean? I can't even open my phone.
He's one of those old school cats.
I know for a fact he loves Vegas.
Very loyal.
I'm gonna tell you right now, he
loves
the town. He loves Vegas.
The energy. He likes
his
all
wife,
that.
His girl love Vegas. Everything.
And he's just a loyal cat. He's a guy came from Eastern Michigan. He's a Mac guy. We're just built differently. You know what I'm saying?
What was it?
At the
Super Bowl.
No. You went out there. You was in Vegas, and you seen everybody. You seen Tatum. You seen everybody that week.
No. It was Super
Bowl. It was Super Bowl.
Yeah. I kicked it with him at Super Bowl. We had a cigar. Because McAfee and everybody was there. Yeah. That was last
seen everybody.
year, right?
Yep. Ryan Clark, all them. Yeah, because he walked past you.
Yeah, he was scared.
That's not what I heard.
I'm glad T-Rich spooked him. T-Rich spooked that motherfucker. I had a good conversation with T-Rich just off the air. Oh, that shit.
You just brought it
I
on
love
there.
T-Rich more though, because T-Rich is a real one, and that's why we have only real ones on this show.
On this show?
God damn, that was funny. He spooked the shit out of Ryan Clark's soft ass. But anyway, this is the part that we only got real ones on this show, Smitty. You know what I'm saying? You're either all in or all out. There's no 1 foot in, 1 foot out on this show. People don't know. That's why T-Rich has come on this show after being on a huge show like The Pivot that those cats have created. And shout out to them for having
Fred Taylor, legend.
Everybody, yeah, Fred. I love Fred Taylor.
Love Fred. Shannon Crowder, good. I don't know him, but good dude, good energy, funny. Yeah. And then Ryan Clark was a beast on the field.
Anyway,
you want to say it to Ryan Clark's face though.
Crazy as fuck.
You would not, if he was in here, you would not go to him and say, "Hey, T-Rich had your ass spooked, homie." You would not say it to his face.
Everybody know that's not true, Smith.
Y'all ain't even got no beef.
Honest.
He had beef with our guy Sellis online, which was public.
But
we saw that online.
Why do you think it started?
Not because of you.
What do you mean? Anyway, by the way, before I had Marcellus on the show. We brought up the Ryan Clark thing. You should go back and watch that episode. That's years ago.
Was it good?
I don't know. You gotta go watch it. So anyway, let's dive into. That's how everybody that has the show.
You got to tune in
on Instagram. I think Maxx wants to stay, but I think he's gonna be traded, dog. Mm-hmm. I think the Raiders are like the Rams. They are in rebuild, and I think unfortunately, it's fucked up for AP. I think AP is the next scapegoat. And that's just how it is, man, in this league.
You know what? If the Raiders love Maxx Crosby, they would trade him because he's not going to win there. And it's unfortunate. I mean, I think football is better when the Raiders are good, when they're relevant. You know what I'm saying? They have a great fan base. It was better when they were in Oakland, in my opinion. But nevertheless, that fan base travels. But I just feels like he's not going to win there, and we're not going to be able to see his full greatness in that environment. Imagine him on the Lions, a team that's some people argue is the best team in the NFC, a true contender who's the NFC championship last year, could very well be in the Super Bowl this year, especially the way the NFC's shaking out. The Niners are probably not even going to make it. I don't trust the Seahawks. I know they're kind of leading the division right now, but I know talking to you and Bailey offline even a week ago, or you guys weren't all the way in on Seattle. So the NFC's open is what I'm trying to say. So imagine having, Crosby there in a big time moment in the playoffs where he third and long, and we need to sack in the Super Bowl. That just adds to the legacy of who he is. And I think it's unfortunate because you think about the history of all-time great talents and players in any sport. Sometimes when they retire and you go down the rankings of how you rank a certain player, they're not at the top because they were never in the position to even be in the moment. They didn't make it to the championship. They didn't get the ring. Although you saw the talent and you saw the numbers and you saw the stats, it kind of falls on deaf ears because it's the Raiders go fucking 7-10 every year, and he has 14 sacks. Okay, kudos to you, but it didn't mean for nothing. Imagine him getting 14 sacks on the Detroit Lions and get a Super Bowl ring. It changes everything. So if they love him, they will let him go.
Here's the thing.
I'm cooking.
I don't agree at all.
Paris, cut that.
I don't agree at all. Maxx Crosby is the epitome of a Raider.
Yes.
He is the epitome of the black and silver fucking painted face Raider. Loyal, nasty, 100% full go guy. The Howie Longs, the Greg Townsends, the legendary guys that have came through that organization. He is the epitome of that. So I don't believe that's a favor. You're going to lose the room when you trade him. But I just think the Raiders are in rebuild mode, and the Lions have first and second round capital to give them. Asset-wise, the Raiders would be dumb to turn it down. Here's the issue the Raiders face, though. The Raiders need a QB, and then the Raiders would have to replace Maxx Crosby in the draft. Can you replace Maxx Crosby and get a QB and start over? That's the bottom line with the Raiders organization. I don't know. It's going to be an interesting case, to say the least. We'll have to see, man. But I think there's going to be some things that happen. I think this draft or this free agency coming up is going to be interesting. Myles Garrett's another one. The Browns are cooked as well. You're going to start seeing guys of high stature get moved because they're on bad teams. Myles Garrett, could he go to Detroit? Detroit has to grab a pass rusher to replace a guy that's their bookend staple who's hurt for the year. Like, you got to, or you're not going to win the Super Bowl. The Lions are missing that. They are a Super Bowl contender with a replacement at the end. They have to replace him this year. And you know as well as I do, Smitty, the Niners, if you're watching around and looking at the NFL, you look at the 49ers. You have to. If you're the Lions, if you're the Vikings, that's why the O'Connell-Stafford combination makes sense. If you're the Packers, what moves are you going to make? You look at the Niners to see how not to fuck it up. The Niners have lost the window of opportunity. And the Lions, the Vikings, the Packers are all looking at the Niners saying, oh, shit, we can't lose this opportunity. One of them are going to go get Myles Garrett and Maxx Crosby. I'm telling you right now. So that's my personal opinion because, Smitty, you know how hard it is to win a Super Bowl in the NFL.
Extremely hard.
And you can't sit there and think about next year. The Rams went all in and won it, Smitty. The Bucs won it with Tom Brady and went all in. The guys that go all in win that one ring. That one ring, you can ask Eric Weddle and ask these guys. That one ring, getting that one ring
changes everything.
No, it's worth 5 years of bad play.
Hell yeah.
It's worth 5 years of shitty football. In the Detroit Lions case, it's worth 1,000 years of shitty football. Shout out to all you my Detroit fucking Lions fans. But seriously, you haven't won anything. So you haven't been to playoffs since last year, but I mean before that was
my wife found me over there. That's my family over there. Shout out to Detroit.
You haven't been to playoffs before. This is Barry Sanders 95.
Shout out to Coney Island, the 313, the 517 East Lansing. Shout out to all of Michigan.
So Lions, you got to go all in. Packers, you got to go all in. Who else is good in that? Minnesota Vikings, you got to go all in. If you think Matthew Stafford's the guy to get you a Super Bowl, then do it. McVay taught O'Connell. O'Connell's going to have to go with his gut, make a business decision. And that's just what it is.